Hey, what's going on, guys? Teo here, and we have Jimmy on the line, and I see we have a whole bunch of you guys on here. I hope you guys are excited. Put in the chat box where you guys from, and put a one if you can hear us. All right. Just want to make sure our audio here works. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna do just a value-packed webinar. Okay. Glenn says from Brooksville. Aaron from Central Ohio. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Good to see you on. All right, guys. So we're going to do a value-packed webinar today. It's going to last for about an hour. We're going to do 30 minutes of training of pure product selection training, how to find six-figure products. And also at the end, we're going to do a 30-minute session. So how many of you guys are excited to get this thing going? Put a one in the box if you guys are excited and you guys want to see some awesome products. So yeah, we're gonna show you how to find six-figure products. Now myself, I've created multiple six-figure stores in e-commerce, and Jimmy himself, he's also created six-figure stores. I mean, just one of his stores right now, it's how much is it at right now, Jimmy? 500
Um,
and something.
well, last time I checked, it was over $527,000 in sales, and
Okay,
I started in October of last year. I'm sure if I
boom.
ever refresh it, I'm probably above $530,000 in sales so
There
far.
you go, man. $530,000 since October. How many of you guys think that's cool? Put a five in the box if you guys think that is like so freaking amazing that you want to learn how to do that. But it all started from product selection. Okay, that's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys right now. This webinar is gonna be value packed with just how to find the right products, how to find winning products, and how to get into your customer's mind. Yeah, Aaron says 5555. Glenn, Rifat, awesome guys. All right, so here's the first thing I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys. We're just gonna get right into it, okay? I want to show you guys what's called the empathy map. How many of you guys know what the empathy map is? Put a three in the box if you know what the empathy map. We're gonna do a lot of training on this empathy map here. Now I have to find my pen, so give me one second, guys. Put a three in the box if you know what an empathy map is, if you've learned what that was. Okay, so not a lot of you guys know what an empathy map is. That's fine. So only one of you on here, right? So let's go ahead and go over this empathy map. All right. So this is the first thing that you need to understand in order to find successful products, in order to sell, in order to make sure that you're selling the right products. Okay. So here's an empathy map. Let me draw it out for you guys. Let's do red for so that you guys can see. Okay. So here's our little guy right here, and here's his eyes, and here's his mouth. Okay, you guys can see that? Now, this is how the empathy map works. It's broken up into 6 sections, okay? There's 6 sections in the empathy map, all right? So here's the first section, here's the second section, here's the third section, and here's his ears, okay? That's his ears. And
What about
the
his
fourth
nose?
section. And then we have it broken down into 2 other sections down here, which is the pain point and the gain. Okay, you guys can see that? It's kind of a funny picture, huh?
Where's his nose?
Yeah. Oh, his nose. Yeah. So his nose is right here.
There you go.
All right. But this is mainly like his eyes, really. This is his eyes. All right. So we have here a funny looking picture, but this empathy map has made my students 6 figures, and it's going to take some of my students to 7 figures. How many of you guys think that's cool? Put a 3 in the box if you guys think that's cool. This
I'll go ahead and put a
map,
3 in a box because I can definitely attest to that as far as empathy
this
map.
this empathy map has made my students very rich. It's actually changed some of their lives. Like Jimmy, he was able to quit his job working as a government employee because of this empathy map right here. I've had students who basically they were doing e-commerce, they were trying it out, they couldn't figure it out, they couldn't break free and finally figure out how to sell products, how to make sales and things like that. Once they figured this out, okay, it was game over. Like it's not about going out there and searching for the hottest product that everyone is selling, like fidget spinners or something like that, right? It could be, but essentially, if you want to continue it, and if you want to continue your sales without having those ups and downs and ups and downs and all of a sudden downs and never getting back up again, you have to learn the empathy map. So the empathy map is basically your customer avatar. This is your customer right here. And this is who you should be focusing on, okay? What your customers are seeing, what they see, okay? What they're thinking, okay? What they're hearing about the products. Oh, this pen sucks. Okay, so what they're seeing, okay? So what they see, what they're thinking, what they're hearing about the products, and what they're saying about the products. Okay, how many of you guys actually think about these things prior to, let me see if I can kind of pull it up here a little bit more, a little bit better. How many of you guys actually think about these things prior to launching products? Put a 1 in the box if you guys actually think about it. Put a 2 in the box if you've never thought about it, right? You've never thought about the empathy map. You never thought about who my customers are. I just want to sell products. Yeah, so a lot of 1s and a lot of 2s, right? So customer avatar, I know what that is. Yeah, but do you actually utilize it? Okay, do you actually utilize that in every single product that you're going out there and you're testing? Do you actually do that? That's the difference, right? I mean, we know what it is. Every single marketer out there knows what this is, but 80% of you, I guarantee, are not using it. Okay, and that's the reason why you still haven't found your 6-7-figure product yet, is because you're not using this yet. Okay, Jimmy, $500,000 with just how many products? Like 1 or 2 products, 2, 3?
Yeah, so the bulk of my sales are just coming from 1 or 2 products, but I tested several products before that, and it was as simple as letting my pixel season and mature. And once I plugged in that product that matched up exactly what you're about to show us as far as pain points, that's when I was able to scale my store to the big numbers, hitting once I plugged that product in January alone, I was able to do $168,000 in sales in just 1 month, utilizing the empathy map. So I can't stress enough how important that map is.
Yeah, and like guys, like tattoo this on your back or something, right? This is very important. But basically, like I remember Jimmy, he was at, you were at your $3,000 months and even $5,000 months, and I think the biggest breakthrough was that empathy map, just figuring
I
out.
can even show you a screenshot of just kind of like what I was able to do once I scaled it out.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see that. But essentially, this is what you guys need to be focusing on. Okay, so the whole goal of this webinar is to show you why it's so important to do this part, because in my masterminds, I spend hours, like literally hours, behind the psychology of the empathy map and why you need to learn how to do this. I had a student, his name was Victor, and just about 2 weeks ago, he was doing e-commerce, he was doing Shopify, he was going out there, he was trying to figure out how it works, he was trying to figure out by himself how to find products, and for a whole month he tested Facebook ads. Guess what? One single month, 1 whole month, 30 days, 0 sales. He spent money on Facebook every single day, 0 sales. Okay, he came in about 2-3 weeks ago. I just had a call with him this morning. He's at $700 in sales from 2-3 weeks ago, and I see his graph. It's like this. It's like going up. It's like on an upward trend, right? But $700 in sales, all by using the empathy map. What we did was we basically went in there, and I had an initial call with him, and basically all it was getting the store finalized. Okay, the store was done, his targeting was done, but he just couldn't find the right product. And so I asked him, what do people, and we're going to go over this as well. We're going to go over some products and show you guys, the empathy map behind it. But I asked him this question: what do people really want? Do they want the product, or do they want the experience? Or are they buying because of logic, or are they buying because of emotion? How many of you guys think that people buy because of logic? Put it on the box if you guys feel like people buy because of logic. Put a 2 in the box if you guys feel like people buy because of emotion. Yeah, Glenn says, I love the funnel hacker shirt. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people, yeah, so most of you guys are saying people buy because of emotion, right? Versus logic. Versus something like, oh, it's 12% off. Hey guys, buy this product because it's 12% off. No one gives a crap if it's 12% off, right? They give a crap more about what it's going to do for them, how it can solve their problem. So this is where it goes back to the empathy map. So the empathy map we have here, pains and gains. Okay, so at the very bottom, when you're creating your empathy map, you should create down here, okay, the pain points and the gains. Okay, so these are the pains and the gains. Okay, how can I gain from this, or what are the pains? Like I mentioned, it's 2 times easier to sell someone who is sick some medicine versus to sell them vitamins so that they can be healthy for the rest of their lives, right? When you're sick, what happens? You have a pain. You need to get rid of it right away. Versus if you're healthy already, you don't need any medicine. You don't need any, technically you don't need any vitamins. So would you rather buy the medicine to help you get better, or vitamins to help you prevent you from getting sick? It's a lot easier to sell the pain point than it is to sell the gain. So when we go into these Shopify stores and we go and build out Shopify stores, what we're looking for is we're looking for those pain points. Okay, we're looking for can this solve a problem, or does it just look nice? Okay, even for t-shirts, I have t-shirts where I've sold over $300,000 in just one shirt design, and that was more of a passion point, but it served also, instead of a pain, I turned that into a passion. Okay, so a passion is something, if you were to say something bad about this product, someone will want to punch you in the face, right? If you're talking bad about, like, for example, if you're talking bad about, let's say you're a dentist, okay, and you talk bad about other dentists, like this dentist, he's so passionate about his work, he's gonna want to punch you in the face and then probably fix your teeth afterwards, right? But essentially, that's what you want. You want to find things that people like. Dogs, for example, right? You talk bad about dogs, or you see someone, if you're a dog lover and all of a sudden you see someone talk bad about dogs, or they're doing something bad about dogs, they get very angry about it, right? So dog owners is another good one, another good niche to get into, just because of that, the sheer fact that it's more of a passion, and that's how you turn the pain into a passion. So if it's not a pain point, it's not something that you can solve right away, then you can also turn it into a passion. And we've done that multiple times as well. All right, so let's get into this. And what I want to do is I want to give the time over to Jimmy, and Jimmy's going to demonstrate really how to find six-figure products. And of course, like mentioned, those of you that are just joining, Jimmy has 1 or 2 products that has made over $520 somewhat thousand, right, in the past 6 months. And he started from zero. Okay, he started from zero. Now, most of you that start from zero, and I know people who start from zero, but then 6 months later, they're still at zero. Okay, why? Because they have not figured this out. Where do you want to be in the next 6 months? Do you want to be at zero again at the same point, or do you want to see yourself excel and grow? Okay, I've seen way too many people in this industry. They come in and they learn all this stuff, but they don't take any action either. And then 6 months down the road, they're still at zero again. So where do you want to see yourself? Do you want to see yourself succeed, or do you want to see yourself kind of still at the same place, right? It took him a while too, and we're going to talk about that later as well. But what we're going to do is this is going to be called Money Tuesdays, right? Money Tuesdays with Jimmy and Teo. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this series of videos where we're going to help you guys learn what it takes to succeed in this business. And we're going to show you how to actually do that. So for the first video for today, it's going to be based on product selection, okay? So I'm going to take the next 15 minutes over to Jimmy, and he's going to show you guys what it takes to find hot selling products, six-figure products, how to identify them, and how to get started with them, all right? Put a 3 in the box if you guys are excited and to get this thing going. Let's see who's excited here. Yeah, awesome. Aaron's like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 threes. Rafat, awesome guys, awesome. Rafat's like 3, 3, 3, 3 threes. Great, great, great. Okay, so I'll let it over to Jimmy, and Jimmy's gonna get started with this.
Great, thanks, Teo. Yeah, so as Teo mentioned, a lot of what I'm going to show you guys today is just about this empathy map, which Teo taught me, and then I personally probably undervalued the importance of the empathy map when I first started. So I tested probably about 10 different products before I was actually able to find my true winner. I started in just October of last year, 2017. So in total, I've been doing this about 7 months. And the first 3 months, a lot of it was just testing products, optimizing my store, and building that pixel up, building up that sales data, right? My customer data within Facebook. But still yet, I tested plenty of products, over 10. And it wasn't until I started to think a little bit differently about my consumers and what they were looking for. You know, a good example would be if someone like an apparel store could be a good example, or like a jewelry store, right? A lot of these things are wants, right? Like you want a shirt or you'd like a watch, but what you really want to tap into with the customer is what do they need? Like what's going to solve a problem for them? And the second I realized that, and I shifted my product search into finding products that will actually solve a problem for the customer, that's when I was able to do those big numbers and really scale out. And I want to show you guys a quick screenshot of what actually I was able to do. So in January, and can everyone see this? Put a one on the box if you can see the screenshot right here. $168,000 in January, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I mean, and those are more ones in the box. You think this is like amazing results? Like if you guys would kill to get, you know, $168,000 in 1 month, right? So I want to show you guys this first because this is what was possible, right, with a product that utilizes the empathy map and solving a pain point for my customers. But it took a lot to get there, and I want to show you guys where I came from as well. So I mean, these numbers are great, you know, the 168,000, but this one up. But this is where I came from, right? If you look back to here, October, all the way, you know, October, November, December. I mean, I was doing $100 a day. I would sometimes get up to like $500 a day, right? But if you see right here is like January 1st, and you see this just skyrockets upwards. I mean, and this right here is about product selection. Throw some more fives in the box. Throw some fives in the box if you think that this scaling right here is like unbelievable. Like I go from 500 to, you know, a couple $100 a day, all the way up to doing $6,000 per day, right? I mean, this is what's possible when you utilize that empathy map and you're solving a problem. A lot of the products here, I was giving people things that, or selling them things that they wanted, but not necessarily needed, not something they're necessarily passionate about or fight someone over, right? These are just products that are nice to have. But the second I plugged in a product that pulled on the emotional side of the consumer, that's when you get these really big numbers. So I want to show you guys this. And so this is April 25th. So I probably even, you know, probably at like 500 and maybe like over 500 and like 35,000 at least at this point. So I just want to guys really show you what's possible when you utilize what Teo just showed you, which is the empathy map. And for me, that was the biggest game changer. So what I want to do for you guys right now is actually show you how you can go out there and utilize this empathy map to actually find products that will align well within it. So a quick exercise that Teo likes to do and I like to do is just ask you guys if you guys can think of a certain niche, right? Just throw some niches, examples of a niche that you guys would maybe want to see some products for in the chat box. And we'll just go out there and see if we can reverse engineer this and just jump right in and find some cool products. Okay, I see yoga.
So throw some niches in the box, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a few niches here. Rafat says yoga, Glenn says survival, Aaron says outdoor, Tara says dog, Jason says kitchen. Let's see, fashion jewelry from Lena. Let's see, let's choose something random, okay? That's not really like jewelry or fashion, or let's do survival. Let's see what's out there for survival. That's a good one, Glenn. Yeah, or swimming. Yeah, let's try swimming. That's even like more niched, right? That's harder to find, but
yeah, I just put up like a random one. Like if you see, see my screen, I already have just pay shipping like pens. Like these are like kind of like the random, but even still, this is just like me like in my spare time trying to think of and back to Taylor's point, like swimming. Like if you think of things that are kind of random, like everyone's gonna do you know, apparel or you know, kitchen stuff. Like some of the basics. But if you think of very specific
Let's check this
things
out.
like, was that?
Let's check this out. So let's go and see for example, just swimming, right? This is like the most randomest niche. And
Exactly.
like trust me guys, this is not scripted at all. Like right? You want us to go find like something really really random? Let's do it right here. So I mean like for example, when I go out and find products, um I search for how big is that niche, right? Don't you agree with me, Jimmy?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
how big is that niche? Like your niche right now is humongous,
Yeah,
right? But also it's how many passionate people are inside that niche as well.
yeah.
So like for example, if we have swimming, how many of you guys think that there's a lot of people that are looking for swimming things? I
Especially
mean
right
just
now, right?
sorry?
Especially right now with the weather starting to warm up. So yeah,
Yeah, with the weather changing and things like that, but you have a lot of swimming gear, okay, a lot of swimming products out there, swimming stores. Look at this, just within swimming suit for women, 53,000 results. Don't you guys think you can turn that into an actual niche? Like swimming suits, right? 253,000. Let's take a look at some stores, and then I'll go in here and then I'll search for like a swimming store. Like what's a really good swimming store? Let's actually take a look. Actually, let's go down. Sorry, I'm taking over your screen here,
no
Jimmy.
problem.
Okay, so we have Swimming Magazine, Swimming World. Actually, let's go down. I saw that one here. Swimming World.
Swimming World
Uh,
Magazine.
no, it's a Fairfax Pool. No, I'm looking for like a really big, or let's say women's swimming suits. Okay, swimming. Here, can you type that in? It's you're probably faster.
Yeah. Or we can do like a swimming store or something like that. So there's an
Yeah,
actual.
swimming store. Okay. Um, and then, okay, swimoutlet.com. Let's take a look at this. I just want to show you guys how big that niche is. So let's open that up and then let's open up a new tab right here. And then I want to show you guys why, this could be a big niche. And then let's go to similar web.
I'll check over.
Yeah, let's just go to similar web. Let's do this. Okay, and then let's go over to swimoutlet.com and then let's just pull that up.
Gotcha.
And then I want to show you guys, I mean, we're just kind of randomly picking a niche like this. Like I said, this is not scripted at all. We're just randomly picking a niche and we're going to see how big that niche is. So we're going to go to similar web and then we're going to put this on here, swimoutlet.com. Okay. Boom. Okay, you see that right there? You guys see that? 36,000 global worldwide rank. So if we go down here, you see that right there? 5 million visitors, 2 million visitors a month in the swimming niche out of all niches. Do you guys see that, possibly swimming could be a big niche? Yeah. Glenn says suits for sure. Brian says yes, a lot for summer. Yeah. Can you guys see this? 2 million visitors a month. How much do you think they're making right there? 2 million visitors a month. Let's say they convert at even 10%. Okay, so 2 million times 10% is 200,000. Okay, so 200,000 customers a month. And let's say we multiply that by average order of like $80, or let's say even $40. Okay, $40. You guys know what that number is? That's $8 million a month. Okay, and that's kind of like, and yeah, it could be seasonal too, but look at this.
If you look
Like
back,
it
yeah,
looks,
check out November. It's like their biggest
yeah,
seller of the month.
even October, November, December. You guys think that's seasonal? I mean, it looks like it's pretty steady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn says chump change. But you guys honestly feel like, we just kind of picked out a random niche there. And it works, right? So now we go back in here. And then, I mean, even if it's a niche that you can't find on Facebook, like, just pay for shipping or anything like that, even if it's a niche you can't find on Facebook and it's like a really, really weird niche because Facebook just recently changed their algorithms. And so it's harder to find stuff on Facebook nowadays. If you go into that empathy map, you find out what people like, what people want. You can find products on here. And let's just say, let's go and do by the newest, okay, like the newest selection here. So these are products that just came out and no one else is doing them right now. And let's go scroll down. We're gonna go and see if we can find some products on here that are pretty brand new and no one else has, but
Where are
can
these?
fill that empathy map. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, Jimmy. Let's pull that up.
I haven't seen these before. I mean, this is something that
Yeah, look at that. Look at how sick that is. Like, can you
but
imagine putting this on a free plus ship offer right here? These flippers or whatever these
I,
are.
I should have kept this one to myself.
All right, put a
Yeah,
5 in the box if you guys think that you can sell this and it's something you can't find in stores, but you can sell it on Facebook. Put a 5
yeah,
in the box. Let's see.
yeah. And for something
Yeah,
like this, I
right?
think it's like important, like you said, that when I see this, I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before. Like you want to find products that, and again, like if this is not directly solving a pain point, like find something that's unique that kind of jumps off the page. Like, wow, I mean, like you're giving yourself web fingers, and that's pretty cool. I mean, at least I think so. I mean, it's something that's going to jump off the page and really is going to catch someone's attention. I think, like even like a picture like that. I mean, they look like some kind of like aqua person. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I bet you like once we release this video to the public, like
everyone,
50 people are gonna like 100, 200 people are gonna start doing this. Like honestly, I released a video to the public. I think it was the fishing lures, and the fishing lure like it was sold out of stock. Like you couldn't get them anymore. But honestly, like guys, do you think that just by spending a few minutes a day, just by searching for niches like this, you might be able to find some gems like this. This could be a six-figure product right here. And look at this, for
yeah, let's,
e-packet
let's
sent out,
50.
$2.52. Put a 3 in the box if you guys think that you can sell this if you had a
Yeah,
swimming store right now. Yeah, so Brian says,
right,
what
Mark.
would you charge for shipping on a free plus? So we would charge anywhere between $9 to like 11 bucks, right? So 11, let's say you charge $11. That means you end up paying only $2.52. And let's say it gets to get a customer, it's going to cost you. So let's say we have $11 minus $2.52. Let's do the math. 11 minus $2.52. Okay, that leaves you with $8.48. And then let's say it costs you around $4, $5, even $5 to get a customer on Facebook, right? That means you made $3.48 for every product that you sold. And so every dollar that you spend that you're putting on into Facebook ads, you want to make sure you're making back at least $3 to $4. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for you to scale, right? So we'll talk about that later, but just look at this product, right? And this is just one niche. Like you give us another random niche. Let's see, just one more random niche, and then I'll have Jimmy can help you find a product. Aaron says putting it in my store now. Yeah, I mean like something like this, you could even if you sold it for retail, for even like $7.99 plus $3 shipping, you could still make a profit off that, right?
Well, here, even going back to the swimming one real quick. I mean, if you so, I mean, something like this, I think this is just cool. It's unique. It's different, right? But even going back to the original, like solve a pain point. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe something like water shoes. I mean, this is solving a pain point. If someone's going out, right, and they're doing whether it's diving or any kind of activity where in the water. I mean, this is protection, right? This is protection for your feet. So people that are looking for something like this, I mean, this could essentially solve a pain point right there. If you're tapping into that customer who actually would need, some kind of beach shoes or anything like that. Maybe they have a foot conditioner, maybe they have sensitive beach. I don't know what they might have, but if you can tap into that market, this right here, having some kind of protection on your feet while you're in the water. I mean, this right here is a perfect example of something that can solve a pain point, even within the swimming niche.
Yeah, exactly. And this you can find products in any niche. You can
Yeah.
find it in for example, crocheting. You can find products in window blinds. You can find products in furniture. I'm just looking at whatever you have behind you, Jimmy.
But yeah, I mean, literally, like any niche,
Like
you can
anything.
make any niche work. It just comes down to, and until you taught me this best, it just comes down to product. Like I feel like personally, I can take any store, any niche, and make it work as long as I keep testing and I can really narrow down to that product that's going to solve the pain point. It's all about product. And again, I feel like any niche can be successful as long as you have that product.
Exactly. So let's take the next half hour here for Q&A. Um, or you guys can put another niche on there and we can go ahead and try to find something. Here's a good one. Here's kind of something really weird, right? How do you even do this one? Let's say the flying niche. People who
Flying, yeah.
like, yeah,
I
fly
think you could. I
fishing,
mean,
fly box, maybe like flying or airline. Okay.
or just people who are,
Let's
yeah. I mean, you could do like maybe like kites, like like styrofoam airplanes, just
yeah,
anything that flies.
yeah, go ahead.
Let's try like I know like there's hobbyists, right? That have like kites. They do like model airplanes, like things like that. Like this could be um kind of a variation of the flying niche, right? Or like this one is a kite in the shape of an airplane. Um, so I'm not exactly sure, but by flying niche. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. So there's two angles, right? So you can go like this, like it's always thinking this way, right? Airplanes, like model airplanes, things like that. But here's the other niche that um, it's really the flying niche. People that are looking for those neck pillows, right? Or maybe you're selling like compact, like something like this. See, flying. This could be you're targeting people who fly a lot, people who travel a lot, maybe,
There
right?
you go.
So this could
Let's
be yeah, maybe that's what you meant. I'm guessing learning to fly. Okay, yeah, but
let's
there's
go
so many
on
different ways you can attack that.
let's go on Google and then let's open this up and let's go Google here and let's type in okay, let's type in something for flying. Okay, so let's say flying store. Okay, let's just kind of figure this out, see what's out there. Pilot supplies. Okay, here we go. It's pilot supplies, sporties.com, and actually let's do this one,
Yeah,
pilotmall.com.
that sounds like a
That
good
one's
one.
like more specific niche, right? And then let's go open up a similar web and let's see how much traffic they're getting. Look at this,
Pilot
like
gear.
the flying niche. Like
Right, and look at
we're
this
just
stuff
we're
right
just
here.
randomly picking niches here.
Look at
Okay,
this. I mean, their AOV, their average order value, where they're selling
200 bucks, a
unbelievable.
thousand bucks, yeah.
And then they have this stuff right here. I mean, your smaller item stuff, so you can they can really attack it from all angles. I mean, this is a good store. So let's try that. Yeah, let's go to
Yeah, let's go to SimilarWeb. Let's type it in on SimilarWeb and let's see what pulls up, how much traffic they're getting. Okay, and SimilarWeb is a good way, is a good indicator to kind of guesstimate how much traffic they're getting. And basically the ranking. Okay, look at that, 470,000 in the world. Okay, Google's number one, of course. And let's scroll down. In terms of like category shopping, they're number 33,000. But look at that. We have here, I can't really see that, but that's like 150,000 visitors per month. Okay, so 150,000 visitors per month. Let's say at a conversion rate of even 5%. Okay, 0.05. That's 7,500 customers a month, 7,500 customers, and their AOV looks like it's like at anywhere between 200 to even 800 bucks or whatever. We don't know that, right? So let's say their AOV theoretically is $300. That's $2.2 million in sales potentially, right? We're just kind of guesstimating what their sales could be
yeah.
with their conversion rate of a 5%.
Look at this. But look at this. They even have apparel. Like they're really
Yeah.
attacking it from all angles. I mean, even the actual pilot gear, but I think they have let's see, like clothing.
How many of you guys feel like this webinar is really opening your eyes in terms of product selection, in terms of finding products that are working out there, finding niches, okay, finding that empathy map? How many of you guys feel like this is helping you guys out? Put a 5 in the box. If you feel like this is really opening your eyes to different niches out there that's available, and not just like the random like let's do jewelry, let's do dogs, let's do like
I mean, look at this. Like they got a shirt like the Iceman. Like they have. I mean, this is very specific. You're targeting a very specific audience. That again, going back to what Teo said. Like I'm sure, like pilots, lifelong pilots, people that are passionate about aviation. If you said something bad about pilots, they're going to be offended. Like there might be a pilot out there that might want to punch you in the face if you said anything negative about flying or aviation. Like this is going to be a passionate niche right here.
Yeah, exactly. We have another interesting niche here. We have wood. Let's see what's
What?
happening on AliExpress for
So
that niche.
this is an interesting
Um,
niche. We can type in like I've seen some of these uh, like wood watches and things like that. Like just different products made of wood. Um, like something like, look at this, like you can
Brian
literally do
says
anything.
motorcycles. That's a good one too. Motorcycles. Yeah, look at this, like wood, right? We have all kinds of wood materials, wood watches. It doesn't even have to be watches, right? It could be wood, everything. Like let's just type in wood. Yeah. Let's see what happens in the suggestions there. Let's go over here. Let's click. Actually, let's scroll up further for a second there, Jimmy.
Yep. Oh, and see like the actual specific products. Yeah.
Yeah, like the suggestions.
Natural wood.
If you put the search there, look at this. So we have wooden toys, okay, wooden sunglasses,
Oh,
wooden
sorry.
tools, right? So we have all kinds of products for that wood niche. It doesn't have to be specifically, yeah, wooden, Brian says wooden glasses, wooden eyewear, okay?
Mhm.
Um, let's see, just type in wood and then let's see what else is available there. We might be able to find a really good niche. Wooden toys, okay, that could be a good niche. Like for example, what's that toy company that kind of went out of business? That was in Manhattan. They had the big piano.
FAA shorts.
Yeah, FAA Schwartz. They had all those wooden toys, right? Wood beads, wood buttons. Look at that. Wooden buttons, like 44,000. That could be a niche in itself right there. Like if you were just to sell wooden buttons, right? Look at that. Like you have all these little cute little cats and
Yeah, there could be like people that collect things like this, and you never know.
yeah, right?
Imagine there is. Imagine there is people that collect. I mean, look at this. Here.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
go into the
I can
empathy
see
map.
people buying these right here. I mean, look at this. This
Yeah, look at that. Like you can do that free plus shipping all day long.
$1.46.
Yeah, you can go out there and charge, free plus shipping, and because of the marketing, like people would want it. It's based on the empathy map. They're like, oh my gosh, I love owls and I love wooden products.
Yep.
Now, how are you going to take that and put it together? You can do that on Facebook with the targeting, right? How many of you guys know how to do the targeting on Facebook for that? Put a 2 in the box if you guys know how to do that. Like if you know how to take a targeting and put, wood and owls together. Put a 1 in the box if you don't know how to do that. Okay, so a lot more ones than twos, yeah. So that's why we have these Tuesday Money Tuesdays with Jimmy and Teo, so that we're gonna help you understand how to do these things and how to do them correctly. But it's not gonna be for a very long time, right? It's just gonna be like 30 minutes at a time. So if you have any questions, guys, put it on the chat box and we'll get to them. So any questions in terms of niche selection? Any questions in terms of the empathy map?
Or
Let's see.
anything at all. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian says just getting my targeting down. Let's see. We have here from Charles. Charles says do an overview. Okay, so basically an overview is let's go do this here. Let me know if you guys can see my. Okay, can you guys see my my camera there? All right, so let's go ahead and do an overview. Okay, so essentially all you were doing here is we're going and we're searching for the empathy map. So let's open this up here, Jimmy. Let's open up a new thing here for Google, and then let's go to the empathy map, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So the empathy map is essentially why and how we're able to, well, actually how we're able to find these niches, these very interesting niches with products that not a lot of people are selling, right? So as we've seen before, I drew out the empathy map, and essentially we're looking for products that can either solve a pain or be passionate versus something like let's say as a gain. A gain is something that, for example, it just looks nice. It looks nice on a shelf, or it looks nice on on you as clothing or whatever it is. It's 2 times easier to sell a pain or a passion than it is to sell a gain. Okay, a lot of I've had students, they come in and they're like, I want to sell jewelry and that's all I want to sell. Like how many jewelry stores are there out there, right? I mean, you can buy jewelry and go out there and just go to a jewelry store. It's very easy. Or
Yep.
some students have something like, I want to sell, I don't know, I want to sell like something just really generic that you can get in a store. Let me
Can I give an
see.
example going back to
Yeah.
the jewelry thing about how you can kind of get, I don't know if that's where you're going already, but like how do you get creative if you want to do something with jewelry and still tap into that pain, right? Like a good example of that would be if you do have a jewelry store and you're kind of stuck in this generic field, going back to this empathy map, you can be creative and find pains within a jewelry niche. So for the most part, jewelry is a want, not necessarily a need. But if you can find a necklace that has like a dog on it or something like that, and call it, like a dog friendship necklace or something, pull on their emotional side and find a necklace or find some kind of piece of jewelry, that maybe you could even do something similar, like, with every purchase of this dog necklace, we're going to make a donation to some foundation, right? So then all of a sudden you're taking something that's a want and making it, not necessarily a need, but you're really tapping that emotional side of the customer with something that they don't really necessarily need in
Yeah.
terms of stories. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. Like I had a student, and he basically was selling something in that like for a niche, like very, very specific niche for a very specific um, insect, right? But basically, he was able to create a six-figure store because he said, if you do this, then we're gonna donate to this. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but if you do this, we're gonna donate to this, and he got a huge following from that. A
Yeah.
six-figure store. Can you believe it? I think it totaled up to like $400,000 in sales. But let's say you find something like that, and you find that one product, and it's making you $1,000 a day, or even $2,000, even $5,000 a day. You guys think that's gonna make a big difference in your life? Put a three in the box if that's going to make a big difference in your life. Like this is the reason why 80% of marketers who try Shopify and they try drop shipping and they try e-commerce, they don't make it work, because they're out there, they're being taught that it's all about just finding stuff that works and it's hot, and not really knowing the psychological triggers behind it, why people buy, why why products, why one marketer can sell 100 units a day versus another marketer can only sell one or two a day. Okay, why is that? Is it because of the ad copy? Is it because of how they're targeting? Okay, for example, I've had products where I've tested two different ad types. Okay, one ad type is a very short ad, and the other ad is an empathy map type of ad. One ad was like, do you like this? Buy now, right? Very simple. Just those weren't really the words, but it was basically, do you like this? Here's a link. Okay, that was one ad. The second ad was, did you know that X amount of people are using this to help cure X amount of their, percentages, whatever it is, right? And if you buy this, we're gonna donate a portion of our proceeds to so and so. Then that's just one type of marketing. It doesn't have to be donating or whatever, but it could be triggering those pain points or the passion. And so the second type of ad obviously did a lot better than the first ad. The first ad was one of those type of ads where it just made a sale here and there. The other ad was a type of ad that pushed over 100 products a week, okay? And this was just from this one type of ad copy. So I split tested both those ad copies. So do you think the empathy map works? Of course it does. It's how Jimmy was able to go from zero to $500,000 in 6 months. It's how some of my other students, like Brandon, was able to go from zero to his first $100,000 in just his second month of doing this. It's how students like Ray was able to go from $8,000 a day to $40,000 a month. Sorry, $8,000 a month to $40,000 a month with the same exact product. Okay, it's how students like Mercedes was able to go and have her store go from zero to $300,000 in like since August, right? And now she has a store evaluated for $200,000. Like she got her store evaluated from another brokerage company for $200,000. They have a buyer for her already, right? In 8 months, and plus all the profits that she's made. So you guys think about it. Do you guys think that the empathy map works? Like look at this image right here. This is Jimmy's screenshot right here, right? All empathy map and like one or two products, right? Brian says 33333. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right
that's
here's
all it is.
right there.
Yeah. So can you explain that again, Jimmy?
Yeah, so I started back between September and October is when I first started. And then October, like you see right here, it's very flat. I'm actually making, believe it or not, it's kind of dwarfed by all this, but I'm actually making sales here. I mean, I'm doing like $100 per day, $200-300 per day. Around November, December, even with the holidays, things pick up. I even got as high as like maybe $500 a day. But it was around January, right here is when I stopped thinking about giving customers just products I think they might like. Oh, they might like this. Let's try that. So I tested about 10 different products and thought about products like, again, that's going to solve a pain point, something that's going to solve a problem for my customers. And the problem that I'm solving is something that they're very passionate about, and a lot of people, need or desire, right? So as soon as I plug that in, I mean, within my first week, I mean, this, if you look at this right here, I mean, it just goes straight up. Within my first week, I was able to scale to over $6,000, and even here, I think I hit like $8,000, and here it was like $9,000. So very quickly, you can scale up if you have a seasoned pixel, and you've tested your products right, and you've built up your sales data. Once you plug in that hot product that again solves a pain point for a customer, it's really limitless what you can do with your store. I mean, you can see the results right here, like how quickly I was able to scale. Again, it's all about tapping into that mindset of your customer and helping them, helping them solve a problem. It's really it's the bread and butter of what we do.
Exactly. And we're not here to, give you bad information and tell you to do something because, that won't benefit us. We're here to give you information that's good for you. And this is the stuff that's going to help you out, and learn how to actually properly go out there and find products that work, and not only work, but also fill that empathy map. Too many marketers out there. It's like the market's being flooded with really bad marketers who are just kind of launching, the weird things all the time, and stuff that, like, they're launching stores that don't even fill an empathy map. It's just stores that are just selling just because they want to make sales. That's not how you should look at this, because at the end of the day, what you want to do, especially when you're doing Facebook ads, is you want to build up that pixel. Okay, that pixel is very important. That pixel is what was able to have Jimmy go from 0 to $10,000 days, $6,000 days, right?
Yeah.
It's how he was able to get there, is by that pixel. And over time, what Facebook does is Facebook will show you that usually within a certain amount of pixels, that's when they start understanding who your buyers are. So I've seen from my students, and these are like hundreds of students, not just one or two. These are like hundreds of students, that usually takes about 2 to 3 months to season some of those pixels. So for example, usually in order to create lookalike audiences, you have to have a set number of pixels before you create those lookalike audiences. So for example, for me, the view content has to be 5,000 pixels fires. The at the cart has to be 2 to 3,000. Initiate checkouts has to be 2 to 3,000. Purchases have to be at least 500 pixel fires before I can create any lookalikes from 1 to 10%, or even variations 1 to 2%, 2 to 5, 3 to 6, etc. From lookalikes, from purchase, page engagements, at the carts, initiate checkouts. So like all these things that we're doing here with Facebook ads and with Shopify and with e-commerce, it's a system, right? And this system I've been creating since 2008. Like I started Facebook ads a long time ago. I started Facebook ads when Facebook was allowing page profile IDs to be uploaded as custom audiences, right? I started Facebook ads a long time ago. And back then people were saying that Facebook, once Facebook got rid of custom audience ID uploads, they were saying, oh, Facebook is dead, dropshipping is dead. This was back in like 2010, guys, right? We're in 2018 right now, where dropshipping is just about to just explode. It's just about to skyrocket to new heights. There are reports on, I think it was like Statista, where 2021 e-commerce sales is going to be 51% versus retail, okay, of all sales. That means more than half of the world's money is going to be through e-commerce, through e-com stores, just like what we have here, okay? So if you guys are not on this boat, you guys are not in the e-com boat yet, it's still not too late, right? People were saying it was too late back in 2010. Oh, it's too late to get into e-com. It's already saturated. It's like this and that. But products are coming out every single day. You guys agree? How many of you guys agree? Products are coming out every single day. Put a 2 in the box.
Yeah, we've seen it right there. I mean, even with those web fingers, like I haven't seen, and I'm always looking for new products. I haven't seen something like that before. I mean, every day there's new products coming.
Exactly. Products are coming out every single day.
Yeah.
And this is like something that we can jump on, right? All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys so much. Hey, Jimmy, I want to thank you so much as well.
Yeah,
These
thank you.
Tuesdays with Jimmy, Jimmy and Teo. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. Hopefully you guys can learn from this. But this is just in general of like these webinars are just meant to like open your eyes and see what's out there, what's available. Okay. If you guys want to learn more, you guys want to propel yourselves, there we do have a mastermind, and that's where we go in and we basically have this every single week, but more in depth. Like if you guys thought that this was in depth, you guys haven't even seen anything yet, right? Ask Jimmy. What do you think, Jimmy? Like, do you think this
No,
is in depth?
no, I mean, I even talked to Taylor beforehand. I was like, do you want to prepare something, or like, how do you want to kind of do these? He was like, no, let's just like reach the people and just do the real impromptu, webinar where we just teach like just what we know, right? And that's kind of what it's all about with what Taylor's taught me, and with the mastermind is just it's all about sharing and like creating this community where, I mean, literally we just like spoke to Taylor like, hey, let's hop on, let's reach out to the people and show them some cool stuff, right? And that's really all it is. We just want to, provide you guys good content, and I think we're going to do a lot more of these in the future. So I'm just excited to really reach out to you guys and just share. I mean, that's really what it's all about. And then, and as far as this, like these little quick sessions right here, compared to what we get within the mastermind, I mean, it goes really deep, and you also have the benefit of being able to be part of a community where we all share ideas and questions and answers. So it's beautiful what you've built here. So
Awesome, guys.
thank
Well,
you. Yeah.
hey, Jimmy, thank you. And we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. So next time, next Tuesday, just make sure you post your questions and things like that. We'll help you guys out. But these calls are just going to be an hour long. Okay, they're just going to be really quick, short little snippets here on certain things in terms of e-commerce, such as product selection, niche selection, um, launching Facebook ads. I'm not really going too deep into that, but a little bit about that just because it takes a long time to like set things up and things like that. But these are just mainly for like Q&A calls. So we're gonna call these things Tuesday Money Tuesdays with Jimmy and Teo. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of fun here. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. And we'll see you guys next week. All right, put a boom in the chat box if you guys felt like you learned a lot today in terms of even just empathy map. And I know we have a lot of our members that are on here, and I'm pretty sure you guys even learned a few things about niche selection and even product selection using similar web and things like that. All right. Yeah. Jason says boom. Glenn says boom. Brian says boom. Jose says great info. Aaron says boom, 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 kaboom. I love it all, Aaron. Awesome. Great, guys. Once again, thank you so much for the energy. Thank you, Jimmy. You've been great. Any last words, Jimmy? Any last motivational words?
No, I mean that's really it. I mean, so as we start doing and putting out more content, you're going to realize, I guess maybe one consistent theme is at least for me and what I've realized, and a lot speaking with you, Taylor, is it's all about mindset really. And I see the chat right now, and you guys have great energy, and it's all about having that energy, passion, that mindset, that winner's mindset. And maybe we can even touch on that on one of our next sessions. It's all about winner's mindset. And if you want to put in the work, right, and you want to invest in yourself and actually learn this, there's knowledge out there and we can teach it to you, right? It's just about how much you want to put in. Like, are you actually invested in learning this stuff? Because anyone can do it. You can see back in October of last year, I had no idea what I was doing. I found Teo, and we just kind of he was able to share with me all of his. I mean, Teo has a wealth of knowledge, and I was disciplined enough to actually implement the training and follow his system. And these results are attainable. Anyone can do this. I was able to do it, and I'm no genius. I just followed the system, and I absorbed the information, and I implemented it. So that's really what I want to share. It's all about mindset. And if you guys have that positive mindset, that you guys can do these same results. It's just about, again, having that winner's mindset. And we can dive into that more in future calls. But I think that would actually be a great topic, is the winning
Awesome.
mindset. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then Charles says, "Is that a bazooka behind you?" So yeah, that's actually my brother. He was a captain in the Marine Corps, and as a graduating gift, they gave him that bazooka right there. So, and then you can see some 50 cal that box right there. So yeah, I like to decorate my office here. But yeah, I mean, guys, this is all about. It's like Jimmy said, right? It's all about the mindset. And if you apply yourselves into this business, you're on your way up. Okay, I've seen so many students, they've been able to change their lives, like Jimmy. Like I took him to Orlando, right? And he didn't even believe it. He's like, oh my gosh, like you took me to Orlando, and we just met up, we masterminded, and now we're doing webinars together, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and thank you guys so much. Yeah, Tony, you got it. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next week.